family when God had declared that the man should lead in this perspective? I've challenged manhood today because the devil is after manhood. The devil knows if he can bring manhood down and bring the quality of man down, he will destroy the fibers of the home. The home is in trouble. Secondly, I see the basis of God speaking to Abraham. He says he will command. Abraham will exert authority. The missing element here that we see in America today is the lack of authority. You see, we've come with a compromising gospel. We tend to believe and accept some of everything. There must be a deciding factor. God's word must be held as true and the only true principles of faith. There's a time that we must stop and recognize the way we are drifting. And it's going to take men of God, men after God's heart, men that the Bible said here of Abraham, he will show himself as an example, for his household will follow after him. You see, in the language of a little child, we need to see good mommies and good daddies. We need to see fathers and mothers turning the ship around. A lot of folks talk about delinquency and juvenile delinquency, but delinquency is among the adults. Somewhere the sins of the fathers and mothers have visited the children, and the Bible said the children are on edge. Can I get an amen? I remember this quote here from a preacher who said a father asked his child, a daughter, to shut the door, and the child replied, I don't want to shut the door, Daddy, and I won't do it. Then the father said to himself or loudly, poor Daddy, I'll have to shut the door myself. The child replied, I don't care, I won't shut it. Then the poor daddy got up and shut the door. Dear mother heard this incident in the church, and her little boy was present, and she and the son returning home, she asked him if he'd heard the incident. He replied, yes, Mama. She asked him, what do you think the little girl needed? Supposedly that the little lad would answer a whipping. But the little boy, the little philosopher replied, she needs a daddy. You see, in the need of the world and in the need of America today, in the vernacular of this child, we need some first-class daddies and mamas. You see, the Bible tells me in the book of Proverbs 22:6, train a child in the way he should go, and when he's old, he will not depart. See, too many folk are excusing the fact of the departure of their children. And the Bible declares that if you train him in the way he should go, he will not depart. So if there is a gap, or if there is a departure, then that means that you didn't do the training right. Are you listening to me? In other words, if you've done your part, then God will do his part. The impressionable influence of a mother and a father weighs great weight on the plastic childhood of a child. For it is reported that the mother of the painter Walter Scott was well educated and was a great lover of poetry. The mother of Napoleon Bonaparte was full of ambition and energy. The mother of Nero was a murderess. The mother of Washington was pure and a good woman. The mother of Patrick Henry was eloquent in speech. The mother of John and Charles Wesley was intelligent and pious and full of executive ability. See, the Bible explains that the influences of the parents is weighed upon the children. It is time that we have a revival in the home. The forces of evil have come against child rearing. Too many parents, listen to me today, have permitted your child to get away with any and everything. Too many of you have snugged up and drawn back and said these are modern times. But God is demanding an old-fashioned faith and an old-fashioned gospel in the midst of this modern age. I don't care how much permissiveness and breakdown of morals and disrespect for God's law and anarchy is committed. God is commanding that his word be kept. Are you listening to me? I heard a father ask his son to come and sit down.